Hello students, so let's look at law of sines, the ambiguous case in detail. So in the previous video I kind of went through just one example, so I was not satisfied. I thought I'll make a video dedicated to the ambiguous case completely. So let's look at some important facts which we'll be using a lot. So I'll change the thickness quickly. 1 second. Yeah. So now we have the sine function always has a range between -1 and 1. Always. Okay. It cannot go over 1 or below -1. So keep that in mind. And then angles with positive sine function value can lie in the first or second quadrants. First or second quadrants. Okay. And to find the other possible angle, subtract from 180 degrees. The sum of the angle measured in a triangle is always, of course, 180 degrees. No triangle can have two obtuse angles, right? So which means they cannot be, an angle in a triangle, some of them should be 180 degrees. So you cannot have two obtuse angles. Obtuse angle is the angle greater than 90. So let's look at this first example. All right. So here we have, let's draw a simple triangle to illustrate. So it will be easy on us. We have A, B, and C. So let's look at measure of angle A is 60 degrees, he's saying. Okay, 60 degrees. AB is 30 inches and BC is 27 inches. We need to find this measure. So this time we are asked for angles. That's why it is given side-side angle. So we have two sides and one angle, but we need to find the other angle. Okay, we don't have to find the third angle for now. So let's look at this situation. So using our law of sines, we can say that these are the knowns, so we are using the knowns. Sine 60 over 27 must be equal to sine C, which is what we need to find out, over 30 inches. Okay, so we'll now use the cross multiplication, regular solving of an equation here. So we'll have 30 sine 60 over 27. Okay, you can actually completely use inverse sine function, and you can totally enter what is in here into the calculator. Just be careful that right after sine 60 you close the parenthesis in the calculator, over 27. All this you can push into the calculator. It will give you a value of 74.2007, something like that. Now what we need to do is, here there is another possibility of a triangle with its complement or supplement. So we have to subtract 180. So that's what we need to do to find the other possible angle. Subtract from 180. So we'll do that. So 180 minus 74.207 will be equal to 105. So the other thing is 105.794. We'll round it off in a bit. But the idea here is we are seeing if this is a valid possible combination of angles in this triangle. So we'll take one at a time. We'll first take 74. We'll add to what is existing here. 60 plus 74. Is it greater than, less than, or equal to 180? Because some of the angles must not be more than 180, right? So which means that even though we don't have to find angle B, we can definitely say that if we add these two measures, they must be equal to 180. Sorry, not equal to, less than 180. So definitely this particular combination is like 134 degrees, which is definitely less than 180. So this is a check, meaning 74 degrees is a possible angle C. Okay, so we are good to go. Now we'll try the other combination, 60 degrees plus 105 degrees, whatever the decimal value may be. Is this less than 180 for this to form a valid triangle? Definitely this comes to be around 165 degrees, and that is definitely less than 180 degrees. So yes, it's a check. So this is also a valid combination. So even without finding the angle B, we know that these particular angles, 74 and 105, could be the possible angle for C, angles for this C in this triangle. Okay, that's how this goes. So let's see where it is not. Let's take a black this time. And so let's look at this question. So we'll draw a triangle as always, A, B, and C. And here he's saying measure of angle C is 89. AC is 34 meters. And AB is 26 meters. Okay, we need to find measure of angle B. So what is this? Okay, so we need to find B. So we'll use our sine function, sine law of sines. Sine B over 34 is equal to sine 89 over 26. Okay, so just solve this for B, just like how we have been doing so far, over 26. So which means B is inverse sine of all of that, and put all of this into the calculator and you'll get measure of B. First of all, when we do this, I should have checked that before. Sine B, so even before we look for the inverse sine, okay, looks like if we just check this value, the sine value, the sine value comes out to be 1.31. But can this be a possible sine value? No, because it must be between -1 and 1. So that is not the case. It's above 1. So first of all, that is not a possibility. So a triangle cannot be formed. So that's why there is no solution. So this must not be a triangle for sure. So something is quite wrong. So this is a no solution situation. So let's look at some more examples. Let's look at question 8. Okay, so again, we'll draw a simple triangle for our illustration. Oh, so maybe this particular triangle is already, it has a 102. I cannot form acute angle here. So let's look at drawing it this way. That way, okay? So this is our angle C, which says 102. Okay, and A, B, C. Let's name the others. So this would be AC is 21 yards and AB is 24. We need to find angle B. So let's see how this will go. So law of sines, sine B over 21. Okay, that's the opposite end, equals sine C, which is sine 102 over 24. Okay, so we'll cross multiply and we'll see that sine B happens to be 0.8559, which is less than 1. So first check is true, so we can proceed. So when we do the inverse of this, inverse sine 0.8559, B is happening to be 58.86 degrees. So let's check the possibilities. So the existing angle C is 102, so we'll add 58.86 to 100. Okay, so is this less than 180? It's definitely less than 180, so it's a check. So we need to find the other angle for this. So first we have to subtract from 180. Okay, so that would be, where is this? 121.1 degrees. So now let's check if 100, hey, first of all, it's 121. Can you have two obtuse angles? This is already 102 and we are finding angle B to be 121, which is not a possibility. So it's definitely not this 121.1. So it's definitely not less than 180. We cannot have two obtuse angles. So this cannot be a possibility. So the only other possibility here is the 58.86 degrees, which will be angle B for sure. Okay, so that's how you have to do these problems, my dears. I don't want to solve every question for you. I want you to try and you can check with my key which I uploaded. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.